Joining us live now is the Chief Superintendent at the New South Wales SES, Dallas Burns. Dallas, good morning to you. Thanks for your time this morning. So give us an idea of where the emergencies are at this morning and how severe they are.
Good morning. Obviously, our main concern this morning is the flood peak coming towards Forbes. We've asked people in Forbes to evacuate by 7 a.m. today in the areas that are at risk. We're expecting those flood levels to reach what occurred just over a week ago, and the forecast is for a touch higher than that. So that community has been warned. We sent out emergency alerts last night, and they've been adjusted this morning for that evacuate by 7 a.m. Of course, we've also got concerns at Eugowra. You would have seen the footage from yesterday, and at Molong, those areas too, we're still concerned about the amount of volume of water going through there. Overnight, we had aviation assets perform rescues in and around Eugowra and the Wellington area. It's a very fluid situation. We've got a lot of assets moving in to assist people. We've got road networks that have been impacted. We've got a lot of aviation assets on standby, though, to assess the community where required.
Okay, can you give us a visual of what happens post 7 o'clock this morning in Forbes?
A visual's probably hard. What we'll see is similar to what occurred 7 to 10 days ago through that area. The flood will move into town slowly. It'll creep up. It's not going to be expected to be as fast moving as what we saw in Eugowra yesterday. It will be what occurred in Forbes just over a week ago. It's going to be very tough for that community going through that again.
Yeah, no doubt about that. What about the number of rescues that you've had to perform overnight, whether it be Forbes or Eugowra?
So yeah, last 24 hours, 222 in total, 150 in Eugowra. I can say the majority of those seem to have been occurring off rooftops via aviation. We had 12 rescue choppers working all day during daylight hours yesterday and 2 overnight. Once those people were rescued from, they were moved to the showground at Eugowra and then were shuttled via transport helicopter to our evacuation centres in Orange. Very large operation and really feeling for that community. 150 flood rescues for Eugowra in a town of 700 just highlights how serious the situation was yesterday.
How's everyone doing, Dallas?
Pretty tired. I think our teams, our interagency partners, we had a lot of interagency assistance yesterday as well in Eugowra, around 160 additional assets moving there, as well as SES teams. While those incidents were crises that we were dealing with yesterday, we're still dealing with the isolation in the north of the state for Lightning Ridge, Walgett, Collarenebri, arranging resupply for our community up there. On the Murray, we've still got high river levels there. Through the Murrumbidgee, we've still got high river levels there. It's been a long campaign. It's not looking like it's going to end soon. We're expecting another weather front to come through after next weekend. Wow.
So when these people who've had to evacuate so far, when might they be able to go home? Do you have an idea on that?
It depends which location you're talking about. We've got a few evacuations in place at the moment. Obviously, Eugowra, we're going to have to wait until that water recedes. Similar for Molong. Forbes, the peak hasn't arrived yet. If it's like the previous event just over a week ago, we're going to be looking at 3 days for that to recede where people can return.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. All right, Dallas, appreciate the update. Thank you. We'll talk to you again soon.